Done this downstairs. Look at that. All right, we're in Valley Stream. I wonder if you guys can guess what I'm doing. Well, you'll probably know from the video title and the thumbnail, so no point in playing the guessing game. Let's get downstairs. We got here an 11-year-old A.O. Smith. You can see we got some signs of caulking and corrosion. We do have an expansion tank, but it seems to be fine. And we'll verify that once we get that expansion tank off there. So first thing I always do is set up draining, because you can do like 15 things at once while you're draining the system down. And this is my Milwaukee transfer pump. I do like it. I had sent it out last year for warranty repair because it was one, leaking from the glass, and two, it had stopped turning on, so they had to replace something. I forgot what it was, but it was completely under warranty. Okay, so we're gonna get the drain to open up. We'll get this drain down. We'll start disconnecting the exhaust piping, the water lines, and the gas. Fire in the hole. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. Where are you? Today. Wonder if that drain is plugged up. Oh, there we go. We got flow. Alright. Okay, so just took the exhaust out. The only thing that stinks is this was all made up and then pressed. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is just cut this nipple here and then just put a male and a female adapter and a small piece of copper, because there's really no other good way to do it. I want to save their expansion tank. So, alright, we'll figure that part out. Let's see if this is heavy. No. Okay. I like that. The bladder is still intact, which is good. Just set this inside for now. This sink is clogged. And we'll clean up this afterwards. Okay. Loco. That's how you know this thing has been here a long time. Hercules put this in. Could have brought bigger wrenches, but I didn't want to. To do is cut that brass on the cold water inlet, and we're fully disconnected. And then what we'll do is, once we have the new one in, we'll put the female adapter, short piece, and that'll work. At least we still have the brass for the expansion tank. I always drain and empty and wrap up my hose nicely once I'm done draining the old water heater. I don't like leaving my hose lying around because it looks messy, people trip over it. And you know, I've had this hose for like 7 or 8 years. I don't remember where I bought it from or what brand it is, but I've loved this hose so much, and I don't want to jinx anything, but just a nice go-to. It's not like hard to roll up. It's not that really cruddy quality rubber. Just like an overall good garden hose. All right, that's enough talking about hoses. Now, before any of you comment like, oh, that's messed up, doing a water heater by yourself, Mikey Pipes couldn't give you some help. First of all, I'm a grown man, and I've done dozens, if not hundreds, of water heaters by myself. This is a baby 40 gallon, all right? Any plumber should be able to handle doing a water heater all by themselves, especially a 40. And second of all, if I needed help, I would tell Mike and he would get me help. So, cut the hogwash, as Mike would say. Hogwash! And just enjoy the content. Money. Come on. Let's go. Between these two is that this old one is just about 17.5 inches in diameter. This new one is about 20, but we got space, we got room. Not worried about anything. This gas can be moved over, so let's get this puppy out. Downstairs. Look at that. Alright, next time I'm putting the full port ball valve on. Whew! Thank God I was wearing a back brace. Oh man, that was intense. I told you, I'm a big boy. I can handle things. Wow, that's a good amount of water I still had in there. Alright, let's get set up for this new one. You know, it's annoying when my self-tapping bin in the truck has a mixture of 1/4 inch and 5/16 screws. Let me get one more up here. I just get lucky when I reach in my pocket and I have the correct one for whatever size head I have on my drill. Okay, that is very sturdy. Only thing I might have to do is rotate this water heater a little bit more. Because this, I don't have that much room. So, alright, well, the tiniest dilemma is if I get my water line set up, my cold water, because I only have this much space to work with, then it offsets my hot, which is not a big deal, and my gas, which also isn't a big deal, because I do have room to make that work. It's just if I go the other way, I don't have space here to squeeze fittings in. So I'd much rather get this set up and know that this is good, and then the water lines are much more forgiving to work with. So we'll get this offset done now. For the gas all done. I'm just leaving that loose right now because I do want to get this piece put in the cold water inlet. And if I have to move the heater around a little bit, I don't want the gas to be messing me up. So 3 3/4. So we're gonna cut that. I forgot to bring my auto cutter down, so old school way does the trick. 3 3/4. It's brutal today. It's not hot out on Long Island, but it's very, very humid. Like, it was kind of lightly raining this morning. It just brought the humidity up. I have a family that flew in from Florida this morning, and I bet you they probably stepped off the plane and was like, what the hell is this crap? Okay, come on. Okay, nice. Okay, so now I can tighten up the gas. Make sure we're going the right way with that. Screw you. I can't even use a wrench. Okay. What we're going to do is gently purge. I'm a trained professional. I love Nipex, I just hate readjusting them. Yeah. Okay, so that's sturdy. Let's finish the water line. Backtrack a little bit. Before we finish the water lines, let's light this pilot. I always like to light the pilot first before finishing everything else out. Because if the pilot doesn't light and you have an issue with the gas valve, well, then you just pressed everything in and wasted a bunch of fittings for nothing. So at least if you can confirm that pilot's good. Hold on, let's do it like Daniel. That's how Daniel does it. But yeah, if you could at least confirm a good pilot, then to me it's good to proceed then with connecting hot and cold and pressing and filling the tank, because you know, in the past I've had a tank that I filled up and then you go to light it and it's not lighting. All right, we got a good pilot. All right, now water line. And what we'll do is, once it's pressed in, we'll fill the tank, and then we'll take the water pressure in the home so we can match the expansion tank, and then open up the valve for that. Okay, so I'll get this pipe in. Okay, water lines are done, which means we could start to fill this bad boy up. What we'll do is open the hot side of the faucet here. We'll open up our hot side valve, and we'll start getting all the air out. It's always good to just spray your gas and make sure your gas is good in the home as well, or in the home by the water heater. What we got over here in Valley Stream, it's just about 60. Just get a picture of the model and serial of the new unit. Okay, so we got 60 pounds, which is what we want this expansion tank to be at. 714. This is a 22-year-old expansion tank. 22-year-old. Oh my god, 12-year-old. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to them first about replacing it. Well, if you couldn't guess, they said yes to just putting a new expansion tank. These are the best type of clients that just trust you, and they also want to just be proactive about things. You know, this was an 11-year-old water heater. It was leaking from the relief valve, so yeah, we could have replaced the relief valve and put a new expansion tank, but they were like, why bother? They'd rather get things done before they become a problem, which would be nice to take care of that next. Okay, I normally print a label for that, but I ran out of printer paper. Okay, let's get this on here. Let's get this on the gas, so at least clients are aware of what shuts what. And now let's do it over here so that when you first walk over to it, Simba. Okay. We're gonna set up our combustion analyzer. Do that really quick, and we're outie. Somebody's running something. Oh my god, I heard water behind me. And I'm like, what the heck is that? She was washing her hands. It's hard to get the probe on a decent angle for the draft measurement. But as long as I have some form of negative draft, and like, you know, I can put my finger, I can't see it, but I can put my finger up to here and I'm not getting burned. So we're gonna hit it with the printy. It's like my printer wants me to like use as much paper as possible with the amount of spacing. Okay, let that rinse. probe is hot. Shut the battery on the printer. Put that back. Okay, call that a job well done.